We are going live already.
We're already live.
Welcome to Roam the Region. Thanks for joining us today. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day, as you can see by the blinding white light behind us. Nothing we can do about this white light coming in, but that means sunshine. So we're so happy that you're here with us on March 12th. Yesterday was my daughter's 17th birthday. I'm not old enough to have a 17-year-old, but apparently the date, March 11th, says I am. So a happy birthday to my daughter Hannah. She's in school right now, so she will not be watching this. But just wanted to put that up there. What do you have going on this weekend?
I have an exciting weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to Ohio to pick up my new nephew.
Oh, what type of nephew? Before rumors start going around.
He's a miniature golden doodle.
Can't wait. I'm so excited to hear all about it. Well, we wanted to just mention a few things before we bring our guest on board. So we have two new members that joined the chamber this past week, and we're so excited about it because they're two amazing businesses. The first is Mobile Testing Western New York. And did you know that there is COVID testing available right here in the village of Lewiston? So we'd love for you to check out it's mobiletestingwny.com. And the testing will come to your home, your business, or you can stop right at the fire hall, the Lewiston #1 Fire Hall, which is actually where our blood drive will be at the end of March with the Red Cross. Stop there, make an appointment. Dave Abadanza came in the other day, and the information on his business is just absolutely astounding. And he's done so much to help with businesses getting back to being able to operate, as well as people who are traveling. I know some of the restrictions are being lifted for traveling, but some of you still need some of those tests before you're going somewhere. Is that your phone?
Oh, it is. Tough being a doctor on call.
You can tell this is, we're still looking for that producer to take care of all this extra stuff. And then another member we wanted to welcome this week is the View in Sanborn. So I am really excited about this as a member. The View in Sanborn is actually the old Shim Shacks restaurant, which is right up on the escarpment on Upper Mountain Road in Pekin, Sanborn area on Upper Mountain. It's beautiful. The views are absolutely gorgeous. And if you have an event coming up, consider the View in Sanborn as one of your locations. I know with the chamber, we're excited about some future events going on there that we'd like to we just would like to find some new locations to do things in once we're able to do things in person. And that is definitely one of the places on our list to have maybe some networking events or future programs there as well. So check out the View Sanborn. They do have a St. Patrick's Day dinner coming up next week. You can actually purchase your reservations right now for different time slots. So make sure you check that out, theviewsanborn.com. So I wanted to give some of those updates before we bring in our guests. We've got nothing else really going on.
Also, don't forget Sundays. Turn our clocks ahead.
That is right. Yeah. Thanks for reminding. I reminded all of my children this morning, and they, they're kind of not too happy about that.
Well, that means I'll be early to work on Monday.
That does. We shall see. We shall see if that really happens. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Kevin. We have some online. Thanks for joining us today. So today we're going to bring in our guest speaker. We have Marybeth Hall with the American Red Cross. Thank you for joining us, Marybeth. We're so happy to have you. Oh, wait. Hang on. The sound again. Hang on. Let's see if we can fix this again.
So that would be me trying to keep the big dog from not barking.
Oh,
so
you know what?
Apologies. Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I do have to say, and I didn't let you know this before, but the American Red Cross has a deep spot in my heart. I was a volunteer. I have my 5-year pin. I used to teach, surprisingly, the babysitter training course. From my teens until my early 20s, I was a volunteer instructor. That was when we had a Red Cross branch in Niagara Falls. And I would attend every Saturday and teach 11 to about 15-year-olds all the important things they needed. And so my mom is a long-time volunteer of the Red Cross. So excited to have you on that. So there's a little piece of trivia there.
Yeah. No, you know what is one of the best parts? Oh, sorry, dog.
That's okay. You're fine.
One of the best parts about the American Red Cross is just simply the number of lives that we've been able to impact, and it's those relationships and partnerships that allow us to have such great support in the communities. So again, super fortunate. And we'll have to talk more offline about your mom. I'm sure we've crossed
Yeah.
paths at some
Yep.
point.
She was a
And thank
volunteer as well. So tell us about, so one of the things we love about the American Red Cross is you get to come to our great little village of Lewiston, and you have a number of different blood drives here, right here in the village. So it's easy to make that appointment. And there's one coming up the end of March, which is very appropriate because Red Cross Month is all celebrated all through the month of March. So tell us a little about first about how the month of March is being celebrated through the Red Cross.
Yeah, so as you know, with well, maybe not, our founder, Clara Barton, actually, that's pretty much where it stems from. In that March was established, and I should know the exact number of years. Unfortunately, I do not, but it was established as March being Red Cross Month, and just a great opportunity for us to again celebrate our existence. Our humanitarian outreach again to the communities. So March is tremendously an exciting time for us. And I can speak firsthand, fortunately, unfortunately, to the pandemic. And again, how much the community has actually stepped up, to partner with us and ensure that not only the patients have the blood that they need, but obviously on our other side, in regards to supporting people that are in dire straits, with all of the unfortunate events that have happened throughout the country in regards to, disasters as well as fires, which unfortunately does touch us here, at home as well. So March is just our time to kick it up, both thank and welcome new people to join the American Red Cross, on an everyday mission.
Definitely. And at the end of the month, March 29th, from 9:30 to 1:30, you will be here in the village of Lewiston at our friends at the Lewiston Fire Department, the number one, located right here on the village of Lewiston on 6th Street. They've been a great partner of yours. Actually, a lot of our local fire departments have been hosts to your blood drives, which is amazing. But we love Les and all those guys and women there at the fire hall. So it's
Yes.
very convenient to have that. Tell us about that March 29th date.
Yeah, so we're actually, and again, I would like to also add to the fact that Lewiston Fire truly is number one with us in regards to support. It's basically any time that we've been into a situation where we need help, literally they're always there. And obviously, again, having a wonderful disaster partnership with Lewiston Fire. So thank you very much for that partnership. Over and above, we have had some huge success at the fire hall with the community coming in to donate blood. And again, we partner with them in so many different ways, inclusive to first aid and CPR, et cetera. But in any case, our blood drive that's coming up at the end of the month is not that every visit isn't special in its own way, because again, for me being involved in blood services, I always have the opportunity to cherish the fact that I am a part of the American Red Cross on a great level, in that people are so willing to share their stories because everyone has one, whether it's actually having received blood themselves, or having a family member, again, that's been touched by a blood donation. So it's sometimes very, very emotional as well. But it's those people, again, that I think that have made our relationship with Lewiston Fire particularly, as well as the Presbyterian Church, because they've been a long-standing partner with us as well.
Yeah.
That we've had great community outpour and support. So we're really fortunate for that.
Yeah.
The end of the month at Lewiston Fire is particularly exciting, as long as the sun, the moon, and the stars are all aligned, Jen, because we actually have one of your residents who will be celebrating his 25th gallon of blood donations with the American Red Cross. Yay!
Amazing. Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Yeah, we are, you know what, I have goosebumps, again, it's, needless to say, it's people, like Dave Woodley, and Dave Woodley is hopefully the man that we'll be celebrating, at the end of the month at Lewiston Fire with his 25 gallons, and so many stories and so many blood drives and such an unbelievable, outstanding commitment, to helping the American Red Cross make sure that the patients have the blood that they need. And we need more 25-gallon donors. So that's what we're hoping to establish.
Well, what I have on here where our viewers can see is this is the website you can go to schedule your appointment, or you could call 1-800-RED Cross, but it's very easy to schedule online. This is the website, redcrossblood.org. And if you want to find the Lewiston one, it's very easy. 14092 is the zip code if you wanted to search. And if you scroll down, you'll see Lewiston Fire Company #1, and all of the times are listed here. So you can see there still are opportunities to schedule a time in. So it's very easy, right, Marybeth, to schedule. So that shouldn't hinder you. It's I can see right away how quick it is to be able to do that.
And one of the other things I'd love to mention, Jen, is that we have an awesome American Red Cross blood donor app. That can be downloaded, into everybody's phones. And quite a few of the community members have actually done that already for us. But what that does is also through the end of May 31 of this year, everyone that comes in to donate blood with the American Red Cross will also have a COVID antibody test performed on their blood donation. So needless to say, that's great information, for people to know. Because then in turn, they can also help us with a convalescent convalescent plasma donation. And there's so many different things that just the simple knowledge, quite honestly, of knowing, if your body is actually produce the antibodies is great information. So we're lucky to have that. Again, and those results showing up through your American Red Cross blood donor app, making appointments. Your digital electronic donor ID card is located in there, keeps track of all of your blood donations as well. So it's just a great resource for the American Red Cross. So we definitely encourage anyone that can actually download. That would be fantastic to do so.
That's amazing. And that actually would make it easier to get to that level of 25 gallons, right? That would make it so much easier. Just download the app and schedule it whenever you can at any location you can.
Absolutely.
Well, you've definitely made it very easy to make an appointment and to donate. So what type of blood are you looking for right now? Is there a bigger need for any specific type?
Yeah, so we are actually in critical need for blood donations, and that, just simply, unfortunately, it ties into pandemic world, that we're all hopefully on the other side of, and that we'll be improving. At the end of the day, we never really skipped a beat, if you will, since the pandemic started, because people need blood every single day, right? And so for that purpose, there's been different levels of urgencies. At particular points, we've actually had to go on medical approval, based on blood type and what type of surgeries, and that is not anything that we ever really want to do. So O negative is actually the universal donor blood type. It's only about 7% of the entire population that has O negative. However, being the universal donor, that blood is actually super, super imperative to helping people that are in trauma situations, or simply people that are losing a lot of blood quite quickly. And that would be the blood type of choice, if you will, because it bypasses the need to actually do any type of blood typing for that recipient, because unfortunately, patients don't always have that ability. Over and above that, we're also actually pleading for B positive, which again is not one of the more common blood types. Anyone that has B positive blood would be a welcome addition as well, over and above everyone else, of course, being welcome to donate blood with us.
Sure. Now, what if somebody does not know what blood type they are? There are people that have no idea what type they are. How can you help with that?
Yeah, so great question, and thanks for asking. It actually is part of donating with the American Red Cross. So when you donate blood, there are actually samples of test tubes that are taken that are coinciding with your blood donation, and those are actually blood typed typically between 3 to 5 days after a blood donation, and tying in again to the blood donor app that we have. It will actually populate right into that app as soon as it has been typed. So it's just another bonus in helping the American Red Cross, serve the patients that we do, in that when you donate blood, you also find out what your blood type is.
Excellent. That's great. So
Yeah.
we can't wait to see you on Monday, March 29th from 9:30 to 1:30. The website is listed below, redcrossblood.org, or you can call to make an appointment as well. Appointments are preferred at this location. Do you ever
Yes.
accept walk-ins, or would you rather have an appointment ahead of time?
Yeah, so pre-pandemic, Jen, it was basically we probably would have about a 50-50 mix, because people are creatures of habit, they'd rather wait and see how the day unfolds for them. However, I'm certainly everyone can appreciate the fact that due to safety protocols and allowing us to ensure, the social distancing with the blood donors, appointments are still strongly recommended. We will take walk-ins. Keeping in mind, unfortunately, that the walk-ins are based on the open appointment slots that we have available. And again, that is, simply for everyone's safety, that helps us at the blood drives.
It sure does. Well, I think we've answered some of the questions that were here online. We also have our friend Phil tuning in. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning.
Fred asked, how could someone find out their blood type? We just answered that. So thank you so much, Mary Beth, for
Great.
giving us all of this great information. And hopefully we get some people signed up today so we can get those appointments filled well in advance of the March 29th date.
Fantastic.
And listen, your dogs behaved back there. We only heard them once.
The challenge is, unfortunately, I lost one most recently. So now I
Sorry.
have one that's solo. So of course he's,
He
how it
wants your
goes.
attention. He just wants
Yes,
to, he
yes,
wants
undivided.
maybe next
Yes.
time we'll have him on with us too.
Yeah, maybe he'll get a treat for that. He was really good. But thanks so
Uh,
much for inviting me and allowing us to be part of your morning. And again, we look forward to our partnership moving forward.
Thank you. Tune in next week for our Roam the Region. We're here every Friday at 10:30. Oh, we have one more question before we sign
Okay,
off, Beth.
sure.
What is your dog's name? This is coming from Kevin. He is a dog lover. He wanted to know what's your dog's name?
Oh, my dog's name is George.
Oh, love it. Oh, George,
Yeah.
you're a good boy.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will see you next week at our Roam the Region here on